Welcome to the Earning Your Living by Living Your Dream show. Welcome back, Juan Ortega. Great to see you again.
Well, thank you very much, Mariana. And I want to say hello to Bruce and definitely Matthew and you guys. I really enjoyed our last opportunity to chat with you guys a little bit, and hopefully we can add some other value, some more value to our listeners. And
Definitely.
I'm ready. I'm sitting in the chair, and I'm just ready for the questions. Okay.
All right.
I'm excited. Okay.
Okay, great. Well, last week we spoke a lot about how between a manager and his marketers, and how if one of them is a bad apple, that person has to have the courage to say goodbye to that person. And then what happens is that everybody starts to get into more of a team spirit. What else have you found in all the companies that you've consulted that creates team spirit for the team?
One of the things that I wanted to talk about is a big acronym, KPIs. Everybody's heard about KPIs, right? Key performance indicators.
Okay.
In other words, things that people do that create results. Okay. Now, one of the best things that a business owner can do is to not only lay out those key performance indicators, but explain to them and get the buy-in from everybody so they understand what is it that they're really trying to ask them to do. Look, when it comes down to salespeople, the number one thing that everyone looks at is sales and revenue, right? I mean,
right.
How many sales did you get? Okay. What was the revenue that you brought in? That's obvious. Okay.
Obvious results. Yeah.
I mean, if you tell a sales team, you got to make 30 sales, okay, and you got to bring in this revenue, and you tell them this is our process, okay, you're supposed, you do this, you talk about this, then you close it. But they leave you at a blank. Now, there are some naturally talented salespeople that will create their own behaviors, but the majority of folks need some type of roadmap. Okay. So do you focus on the selling? If you just focus on the selling, Bruce, Matthew, a lot of people are going to get like shot. Okay. So you need to help them get to the next level. And this is understanding KPIs, key performance indicators. I had a team that I was working with, and when I first got there, the first thing that I wanted to do is to find out some benchmarks. What is going on? Okay. So I quickly was able to, it took me about 2-3 weeks to find out that this team was closing one sale for every 6 quotes. I mean, that's an okay ratio,
Yeah, that's
one sale every 6 quotes. Okay. But my goal was to get them to 1 out of 3. Now, I didn't tell them, hey, you got to make 3 sales or you got to make a sale. I told them, so I went back into the numbers and I dug, and I found out in order to make the sales, our goal was to get 3 quotes, right? So we introduced it, let's start at 6, but let's see if we can get better. Well, how do we get better? Then I looked at the other dynamics, okay? How long did they have that person on the phone? What did they talk about? So we created what I call an SOS, a statement of service. Okay. That's the lifeline of a business. Something that you can say that's neutral without having to start the sales process in the mindset of the person that you're speaking to.
Okay.
We are a full service agency, and we'd love to earn all of your business. May I have an opportunity to quote you on this particular, and maybe we can bundle it up and really save you some money? That's a very benign statement. Okay. It shouldn't make anyone feel bad, but the more times we ask that question, the more quotes we would get. Okay. So now we have more quotes. Okay. And our initial drive was to get 1 out of every 6 quotes. So if we doubled the quotes, we got more sales. Then we worked on the other part. Okay. Asking the right questions so we could get the right results. And we taught them, we worked on asking the right questions, and we got to the point where they were getting 1 sale for every 3 quotes.
Nice.
So we doubled the business, but guess what? They were still getting those 6 quotes. They were still getting, the number of quotes had increased.
Right.
So before you even know it, okay, they were like, focus, I better get the quote. I don't have to worry about the sale, because if I get 3 quotes, I'm going to get a sale. Then we went to the next level. If I ask that SOS statement 10 times, I want to get so many quotes. So we went back to the basics. What do we do? What behaviors do we need to drive to get the results we want? And once they understood it, at 6, all these folks were aspiring managers. How are you going to coach your team? Let me show you how. You work on these KPIs, you focus on these things, and of course they're going to do their paperwork and all that other stuff, but you're going to help them on their behaviors to get the results that they want. They saw it, they did it, and now they can teach it. You know, that do
great.
it, show me, okay, and then explain it to me. I mean, you know, those 3 steps.
Like
okay?
that. Yeah.
And have them in order. Okay.
What did you notice in the team spirit, but like the team excitement, as the new goal was 3 quotes out of 3 quotes for 1 sale.
Right.
And then they were focusing on just getting more quotes.
Correct.
And also the 10 times asking that question about the service.
Right. That's the statement of service.
The SOS.
Yes.
So see, what we think is that whenever there's more team excitement, there's something about the team excitement that makes those numbers come in. Team connection, team excitement. So what else did you do with that team that you saw that created like a web connection between them? You know.
Well, whenever you have a team and you have someone doing very well, okay, and everybody's just looking up, okay, what is he doing? But if that information, what he's doing, is shared, then they all feel part of the winning team. And when you have a team that's winning and everyone's contributing, then you create that bond, okay? That is not just one person that excels. They're helping me, the top guy is helping me be just like him. And then it just spreads, okay?
Yeah.
Goodwill spreads among the team. And then it's not about just me getting the sale, it's about us getting the sale, and we all win.
Yeah. So did you have one of the top guys share every day or every team meeting some stuff or anything like that?
Well, here's the funny thing is, in a relatively short period of time, we saw that they took turns being top dog 1 week, and then the other one, then the other one. Okay,
that lights you up.
Okay, so because of that, okay, everyone started seeing each other as an equal and a co-worker and a co-partner. Okay, mutual success drives more success. Okay, so that was very, very helpful.
That's great. That's awesome. Everybody needs to hear this. In everyone that has a sales team, to share the top dog position, let's say, and to share
Absolutely.
to share the spotlight and to share the sales knowledge. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions, Matt?
Please.
Bruce?
Well, I just wanted to say, wow, you know, that is actually thank you for that. You know, that is really a key thing that I think isn't overlooked when you have sales teams or teams in general. You know, the one who is shining at the moment, the others are kind of like, well, how can I do that? And by sharing, everyone, to get an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing with each other, what is it that I did? So I did this, and oh, here's my result. Let me tell you what I did. And maybe that, you know, how I got to that point, or what I said, or what I, you know, the steps I took. And when we share that with each other, then all of a sudden, maybe I can duplicate what Juan did. Let's say he was the performer. And now I can do what he's doing. That, let me give that a try. I've seen this in a little bit in when I was managing a different team in a corporation, and I started focusing on one, and then all of a sudden the other was starting to drop. I kind of brought them together and said, let's talk about how we make this work. And they started sharing naturally with each other. And then all of
Oh,
a sudden they were the equal performers. Be in a few weeks later, they were kind of performing and felt confident at the same level.
That's
nice.
correct. Now, Matthew, I got a question for you. Okay. Do you like attending meetings? I mean, meetings per se. Okay. You're here, right? Look,
Like this one.
salespeople don't like meetings. Okay.
Okay.
Because you're taking them off the phone. You're taking them off their field calls. Unless they're getting something, okay, they feel like it's a waste of time and they're not listening. However, when the team sees the activities, the things that are doing are working, and one person affirms it, then the other one reaffirms it, then they look forward to those meetings to share data and information.
Yeah.
And then they start collaborating and talking about, look, I was able to ask this question and I got this results. And I was able to not only get the initial sale, but I could pivot into another one. In other words, they were learning as a group how to provoke luck. So no longer was one lucky person. Everyone was provoking their own luck by using the KPIs or doing the behaviors necessary to get the results that we want. I mean, I address that because, look, everyone has sales meetings, but what you get out of them, okay, is what you really want to strive. And as a leader, a sales leader, I want to make sure my people that are in those meetings are engaged. Look,
So
when they tell you, can we ask another more question? That's a good sign. When they ask you, "Hey, can we cover this?" That's a good sign. Instead of you going through a whole list of stuff to cover. Okay.
And that's what I was getting at. You also not only showed them numbers and KPIs and acronyms and SOSs and all that, you also showed them team spirit on how to share with each other and how to see each other, how to bring that luck to each other. That it rounds up everything, and that's great, Juan, what you did. And I think we have to go now, but if you have any other comments to wrap it up, we would wrap it up with that. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I can only say teamwork makes the dream work, right? We've all heard that. I'll leave it at that. Okay.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Juan, for sharing with us again.
Okay. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you,
Y otra vez, Mariana, gracias. Okay.
Gracias, Juan. Okay. Bye
Talk to
bye.
y'all later.
Okay. Bye bye.